Saturday, February the 3rd, 2018, to you. For tomorrow's letter, I'm going to write about the Super Bowl. So I was wondering about the subject I should choose for today. It had to be a pleasant, enjoyable topic, and luckily I found the right issue. North Korea. According to a confidential report obtained by Reuters yesterday, Pyongyang earned $200 million in 2017 from bond commodity exports. A panel of UN experts found that North Korea had violated UN sanctions by shipping coal to ports including in Russia, China, South Korea, Malaysia, and Vietnam. Pyongyang could float those sanctions mainly using forged paperwork that showed countries such as Russia and China as the coal origin instead of North Korea. Coal, eh? It seems that both Mr. Kim and Mr. Trump share a common fondness. According to the same panel of monitors, there is evidence of military cooperation with Syria and Myanmar. North Korea's main arms exporter, Comet, was helping Damascus to develop chemical weapons and providing ballistic missiles to Naypyidaw despite being on the UN sanctions blacklist. That news was revealed while Seoul was preparing the welcome of the North to the Winter Olympics. Knowing that Pyongyang is breaching international sanctions must be a skeleton at the feast, so to speak. Notwithstanding with above, I do not want to turn my attention on North Korea, but rather on its partners. Like Mexican nun and poet Sor Juan Inés de la Cruz once wrote, who is more to blame, she who sins for pay or he who pays to sin? First of all, the false paperwork issue is leaving me with many questions. To wit, were Russian and Chinese firms complicit with North Korea? Were Moscow and Beijing aware of that? As far as Russia is concerned, we all know how intertwined private sector is with the government. We also know that Mr. Putin is sometimes a trickster fellow who loves playing games. This issue must be more sensitive for China, I guess. Chinese government is putting too much effort into its war against corruption. On the other hand, North Korea's economy has been heavily reliant on Beijing, so it is pretty obvious that we ought to be turning our eyes on China. What would Mr. Xi say? How should he react? Let us wait for the answers. Finally, what is Syria doing buying chemical weapons from North Korea? Is Russian support not enough? Also, I am somewhat perplexed over Myanmar, North Korea military cooperation. Ballistic missiles, what for? Please, my friend, call me if you have got the answer. The world is still on.